Well, he came in here and started as a true freshman, which is rare. One of the things I remember seeing him that summer, when we were down in summer camps, and I would see him working with the quarterbacks off to the side somewhere, and it was just unnatural, the little gifts he had. And of course, he was a quarterback himself, and I think that's a big part of it. And then he's learned. He loves football. He can't work enough. He can't study it enough. And so there's no question that over the first 2 years, he improved. But now you're really an experienced player in that third year, and this is when you see guys taking off. He has absolutely done that.
Off-season work with my quarterback, just constantly, and going back to film work too. Me and Gunner and all the receivers really in the off-season, we just wanted to focus on getting our timing down, getting our relationships down. Certain routes that we did have to be quarterback friendly to, we put more emphasis on than other routes. Being quarterback friendly is very important for a receiver and a quarterback and for the team, because timing is everything. It's a game of inches, so you need to be on point with your quarterback, and the quarterback needs to know what route you're running, and you need to be there when he delivers the ball to you.
After a road trip to Virginia to wrap up their 7th straight week of competition, the Duke Blue Devils now have an open date in their schedule to prepare for the final stretch of their 2021 season, beginning October 30th at Wake Forest. Hello everyone, and welcome to Duke All Access with head coach David Cutcliffe. I'm Rebecca Fiorentino. During the first portion of the season, a couple of veterans emerged as go-to players for the Duke offense. Running back Matteo Duran on the ground and wide receiver Jake Bobo in the passing game. Both are among the ACC leaders at their positions. Another Blue Devil who is joining their ranks as a clutch producer is wide receiver Jalen Calhoun. He started every game for the past 3 years and now finds himself in the middle of his best season yet.
I do two things. My first thing is before the game, after pregame meal, I'll just go outside wherever we are. I'll go outside and just sit outside, listen to music. Just don't say nothing, just visualize of me making big plays on plays. With every situation that we worked on in practice, is me visualizing myself making those plays. I started really ever since I was a kid. My dad always told me, you visualize yourself doing something, eventually, it's gonna happen. If you just keep visualizing yourself and just putting your mind to it. So ever since Little League, I kept that mindset and just visualized myself making big plays, and it happens.
Duke down by a field goal, chasing the lead. Holmberg, play fake, fires to the left for Calhoun, slips underneath, 25-20, outside 15, 10, 5, and touchdown! Jalen Calhoun fights his way in, and the Blue Devils are back on top.
We had a screenplay call right here, and they went man. So I kind of knew that once I come back for that tunnel screen, just to get behind my blockers and then just hit it running, just like a punt returner. And once I seen that opening on the outside, hit it, seen green grass, and I knew that was going to be a touchdown.
Hey.
Good job of stepping on that gas.
My goal was just to bring more intensity this year. Definitely just keep making plays downfield. That was my ultimate goal, just to be a more downfield player instead of behind line of scrimmage type bubble guys who want to get downfield and create bigger plays for the team. Going on last year, I just felt like I had to improve my route running game, the speed, catching ability, just catching everything that comes my way and just making every play that comes my way, because you get limited opportunities. So everyone that comes your way, you just got to make them.
Well, Jalen Calhoun plays in our slot. He can play outside. He's going to often be a guy that can move and do things with motion. But what he has done, he has really become a very good route runner by reading coverage. When you're in the inside of a pass concept, you're the guy that's going to be asked to do different things based on, is the middle of the field open? In other words, are there two safeties? Is the middle of the field closed? There's one safety. When you can read that on the run, become quarterback friendly, put yourself in seams, you're going to become a go-to guy.
Being a better route runner, I think, is just film work, just you constantly just going back on your old film from 2 years ago, maybe, and just watching how you run a different route versus a DB, and just getting different leverage point of views from different defensive backs, and just really just film work. The route that I tried to improve most on was me creating separation at the top of a curl route and my post routes. Just stepping on DB's toes, getting on the back pedal and getting them off, and then just getting in and out of my cuts and my breaks.
Holmberg to throw on first down. Can they take advantage of the good break? Trying to go up top for Calhoun, and he's got it at the Georgia Tech 44-yard line.
The other thing that Jalen can do is that he can beat man coverage. And often we get covered in man coverage in that slot, and he's a two-way breaker. If you get a wide receiver, often they have to break in. There's not much room out. And so with him becoming a better two-way breaker, he's there. And if he continues on this path, you're going to see more and more noise from Jalen Calhoun in our offense.
And here's the snap. Going to play fake, looking to the left. Hit as he throws, but it's complete for Calhoun. Steps out of a tackle 40. Jalen Calhoun across midfield. Angles left 35 and 30. Can he get a block? Yes. 10, 5, and brought down in the end zone for a touchdown. 80 yards in one play into the second half. Duke is on the board.
We were thinking they were going to come out in quarters, and we've been kind of hitting this play a little bit throughout the game. And when we finally ran it, the safety over me, he dropped down and didn't touch me at all. Right when I broke, gonna put a good ball on me, even though he got hit. After that, after I caught the ball, it was just, now I know I have to make one man miss. And once I made that one man miss, it was just, all I seen was green grass. I felt the defender coming from my left. I knew he didn't have the best angle on me, so all I did was just cut back field. And after that, like, all I seen was green grass, and then I just turned on that switch, and it was just go after that. Right after making the catch, it's just a switch that flips on, and it's just like, go score. Whatever it takes, just go score, you know, because that's the role that I want to be. I want to be the playmaker on the team. You know, we have tons of playmakers on the team, tons of them, but I want to be that playmaker where it's just like, wow, like every time he touches the ball, he's going to score. Because every time I touch the ball, I want to score. So I look at it that way and just take that mentality of go score.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. By Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Best Coke ever?
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. With the #1 selling brand in America, Real Steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
to try it first.
Duke's lone defensive captain this year is redshirt sophomore lineman Dwayne Carter. Although he is in just his first season as a full-time starter, he is a key playmaker for the Blue Devils and leads the ACC in forced fumbles. Carter came to Duke from Ohio, where his father was a 3-year letterman at Ohio State. Football runs in the family, and it continues to be a family affair for the Carters on Duke game days.
The starting quarterback for Northwestern late in the second quarter, and he's been taking over since, and he's got it on the ground inside the 40, slips to a tackle, chase from behind, and the ball's out. Slapped at from behind by Carter. There's a pile up at the 26-yard line, and the Blue Devils have the football. Dwayne Carter stalked the quarterback, and he knocked it loose.
And guess who recovered it? Ben Fry.
Playing alongside Ben is very fun. Actually, me and Ben grew up about 30 to 45 minutes away from each other in Columbus, Ohio, so it's cool having that Ohio relationship. We call ourselves the 614 boys, and it's kind of cool because our parents bought into it as well. And I say Ben's dad is one of the biggest advocates for the 614 boys. He wants us to get shirts, apparel, just anything we can, so it's pretty cool.
I knew of him in high school, but we were kind of separated by an age gap, but it was cool when he first got here, having a guy from that 614 area. And it's cool when we go home too. I'm able to grab food with him when we're home on breaks and go over to his house. He comes over to mine. He knows my family, I know his, so it's a fun dynamic.
Our parents do sit together at games as well. So Ben's dad and my dad are very high energy. If you look in the stands, you can point my dad out. He'll be the big bald guy wearing binoculars, screaming at every play, offense, defense, special teams, and right there alongside him is Ben's dad as well.
I look at Dwayne during games and we can just see our dads sitting next to each other, and they're very charismatic guys and with some loud voices, so we hear them during the games even when we're out there, and they're buddies. And when COVID was happening, I would get screenshots of messages. They're just texting each other during the games, and you can still see the energy over a simple message, so it's pretty cool.
My journey here at Duke has been unexpected, to say the least. I came in just wanting to work hard, learn the defense, and really just grow and learn. And I was kind of thrown into the fire early, which I guess is a testament to the belief that Coach Albert and Coach Cut had in me, which is also a privilege, so I'm grateful for that. But fast forward now, 3 years later, I've learned from guys like Edgar Serenor, Trayvon McSwain, Derek Tangelo, Victor G. McCagey, Chris Rumph, all those guys. They taught me so much, and that's why I feel like I've been able to succeed this far.
The inside defensive lineman, be that the nose tackle or we call the tackle, a 3 technique. Dwayne plays in there where you get double teamed, where you get hit by 2 initially, even on combination blocks. What fans don't get to see, because you don't really get to grade the film, is the tremendous effort that he makes of making it hard to combination block him, meaning you got one blocking him, another into it trying to move up to block Shaka Hayward, and Shaka's already gone and make the play because Dwayne is fighting so hard in the trenches. And if you think about in any sport or maybe any organization, you could look at it as the people in the trenches are the ones that make the difference. The labor force makes a difference in any company. Well, that interior defensive line is definitely a labor force.
My playing style, I would describe it as active, passionate, high energy and high motor, very explosive as well, because after on the football field, it's my happy place. It's my oasis, as Coach Albert likes to call it. So I'm out there having fun, having a blast, and most importantly, I'm playing with my guys, some of my best friends out there, and we're just having fun playing a game that we love.
I've said it in several interviews. He is a guy that comes to practice ready to work. He's very mature for how young he is. I think some guys forget that he's not a senior. He's a big physical guy, and you watch that play against Northwestern. That's a 300-pound guy running down the field really fast. So he can do a lot of things for us. That's really impressive.
Dwayne, why not Wayne the campaign? It's right here.
To be a captain, it means a lot to me. It's a testament to how my teammates feel about me. It's a testament to how my coaches feel about me. And I honestly believe it's a testament to my leadership qualities and everything that I've worked on throughout my life thus far. So it's a true honor. My first role models for leadership were definitely my family. Just my mom, my dad, and specific. My parents always instilled leadership qualities in me. And I remember when I forget my age, but I was younger, and they always told me, don't be afraid to be yourself, don't be afraid to speak out for what's right, and don't be afraid to be different. So I feel like that's what it stemmed from. It's just my upbringing and my parents raising me to be that way. I can be a vocal leader, or I lead by action as well. So I'm a good mix of both. And I'm never gonna ask any of the guys to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. I'm never not gonna give them 100% in everything that I do. And I'm also gonna be there to support you. And I'm also gonna be a listener. And I feel like that's most important when it comes to leadership and being a captain, because you don't always know the answer. And you gotta be willing to lean on your guys, especially your other teammates, when you're looking for that answer.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how two lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. With the #1 selling brand in America, Real Steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
Football 360 with Dave Harding, presented by Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke football.
There's been all sorts of attention on Duke star running back Matteo Duran as he's quickly turned into one of the best runners in the ACC. But if you spend any time around him, he's quick to shift the focus and the attention onto his offensive line, saying that those guys help open up the running lanes for me. They make my job easy. I don't know if his job's easy. He's certainly very talented. But today we're going to look at the work that the O-line is doing across the line of scrimmage to help him out. This is against Georgia Tech. Take a look at the effort. That's the first thing that comes to my mind with this unit. They're really doing a good job of working down the field, keeping their legs churning, and picking up some of the more difficult yardage. I loved blocking for a back like Matteo because you knew if you emptied the bucket a little bit, just pushed a little bit harder, they're going to capitalize. This is a good example of that. Look at the leg drive by the guys along the right side of the offensive line, like Pistons, running as hard as they can once they're engaged with their defender. Durant falling in right behind him to pick up a good chunk of yardage on second down and put you in a much more manageable position on third down. This is an example of being on the same page. This takes an immense amount of practice, watching on film. Georgia Tech blitzing a linebacker in the A-gap. Look at the way the center and the left guard, that's Wallabaugh and McIntyre, pick it up. The two players recognize this is a zone run to the right. This player, the linebacker, coming into the zone, that's the responsibility of the center. The left guard understands that the defender, if they're bringing a pressure up the A-gap, this defender's coming his way. They work it out well. Look at that. Center on the linebacker, left guard on the defensive lineman that's slanted outside. Sort that out so that Matteo can get through the initial line of defense. And then we talked about the effort. Look at the work by the right guard, that's Monk, and the left tackle, this is Graham Barton, 10 yards down the field, churning their feet, working on linebackers, trying to finish. Look at this. I mean, this is close to being a pancake block. very good work. Anytime you can get your running back through the initial level of defense, down the field, and you've got linemen working on linebackers, good things are going to happen. Final example for the day, similar storyline. It's physicality at the point of contact, taking care of the line of scrimmage, and then working up to the responsibilities. The linebackers first and foremost, and then even taking care of safeties. Look at the work by the left side. This Graham Barton taking his defensive end out of it, climbing by the left guard. Look at the center and Wallabaugh working very physically, pushing the nose guard, making it definitive for the running back, declaring a gap. Right guard working his way up. Good work by the right tackle here, understanding a little pressure by the linebacker, forcing him up. It's a wall of black jerseys, making Matteo Duran's job easy as he makes a cut, well identified by the running back, and you've got him one-on-one with a safety. Not a good position to be in if you're the defense, with one of the best running backs running free down the field. It's great work by the O-line and understanding who their responsibilities are, being physical, keeping their feet driving down the field, and getting their running back out in space. This Duke offensive line doing a fantastic job of latching onto defenders, moving them from point A to point B against their will.
Probably the greatest strength this offensive line has had is in our zone blocking scheme being so much more physical. They're coming off the football in confidence. They're working in tandem. In other words, guard, tackle, tandem, working together, center guard, backside guard, tackle, and kind of the road grader mentality of finishing. And you see more and more and more where guys are finishing people downfield. I think we're going to grow in our schemes. I think we can be a good power team. I think we can be a good counter team. We have athleticism in the offensive line, a good pass protection team, a good draw team. So there's no question that the biggest thing is effort, toughness, and physicality.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Because with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
This is Ford Truck Month. Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months on a 2021 Ford F-150 during Ford Truck Month. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
I need to try it first.
Dropping the throw, looking, goes up the right side.
Vintage Duke.
Underneath and makes the catch. Jamison Crowder, 5, touchdown! They're coming after Lewis. Over the middle he goes. Got a man wide open. That's going to be a touchdown. They pick up the blitz and the touchdown to Connor Vernon.
Oh my goodness, what an incredible play by these two players, Connor Vernon and Thaddeus Lewis.
And you hear the crowd with a chant, "Let's go Duke." 48 seconds left. Duke trails by 1, 48-47. Here's the toss sweep coming left side. Desmond Scott to the 30, down the left side to the 20, 15, 10, 5, dives. Yes! Touchdown, Blue Devils with 40 seconds left. The throw goes down the middle of the field for Connor Vernon. Caught it! Touchdown! Connor Lee! Take the snap, delays, now throws a pass, end zone wide open, touchdown! And that's the tight end, David Reeves. Final score, Duke 20, Virginia 13.
Obviously, an open date comes at a good time for our team, not just physically, but emotionally. It's a great opportunity for all of us to assess where we are. This program has got a great culture, a really great culture. You call on your culture at the toughest of times. Anybody does. That's what families do. So it'll start with that. We're going to really look at our culture and how we can help each other. It's not about me and my feelings, and that's across the board for everybody. It has always got to be about each other and what we can do to support each other. And it's a better way to live your life. It's a better way to build a football program. And our young people are that quality of people. That's who they are. Now, from a football perspective, yeah, we got to look at all of it. We got to look at what can our people, we got 7 games under our belt. What do our people do best? What is our best approach to, on offense, running the football consistently and passing the football consistently? On defense, what's the best coverage concepts? What's the best rush concepts? What's the best run defense concepts? The kicking game, same thing. Obviously, we're going to focus on taking care of the football and not committing penalties. I've said all along, that's my job. That's not an easy fix. That's part of the way you have to live your life every day. Habits aren't changed overnight. And it sometimes has nothing to do with football. We just have to lock in as a group of people and realize you own it, and you own it deeply, and you go about your business taking care of business. We're not going to run from any of this. We're going to be ready and prepared to go on the road to play a really outstanding, highly ranked Wake Forest football team. But we're going to recover some first, and we look forward to the next challenge. That's what Duke football does. Thank you all.